Have you ever wondered if Pluto is a planet or not? To understand this debate, let's go back to where it all began: Pluto's discovery in 1930. In the early 20th century, astronomers were on a quest to find a ninth planet in our solar system, a mission known as Planet X. A young, ambitious astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh, working at the Lowell Observatory in Arizona, was given the task. Using a device called a blink comparator, Tombaugh meticulously compared photographic plates of the night sky, looking for any object that shifted position. And in February of 1930, he found something. An object out there in the cold, dark edges of our solar system was moving against the backdrop of distant stars. This was the much sought-after Planet X, and it was christened Pluto, named by an 11-year-old girl from England. The name was a hit, not only because it's the name of the Roman god of the underworld, fitting for a planet in the cold, distant reaches of the solar system, but also because the first two letters, P and L, were a nod to Percival Lowell, the founder of the observatory where Pluto was discovered. With its discovery, Pluto was initially classified as a planet. Back then, the definition of a planet was relatively simple. It was a large object that orbited the sun. By these standards, Pluto fit the bill and was welcomed into the planetary family as the ninth planet. But from the get-go, Pluto was a bit of an oddball. It was considerably smaller than any other planet, even smaller than Earth's moon, and its orbit was more elliptical and tilted. Despite these quirks, Pluto held its place in our solar system, standing tall in textbooks and in the hearts of those who looked up at the stars with wonder. For over 75 years, Pluto stood tall in our textbooks as the ninth planet in the solar system. But as we'll see in our next chapter, the understanding of what really makes a planet began to evolve, and with it, the status of our distant, icy friend. However, as technology advanced, astronomers began to uncover other celestial bodies in the outer solar system, similar to Pluto. This was a turning point in our understanding of the cosmos. These discoveries were not just new objects floating in the vast expanse of space, but they represented a whole new class of celestial bodies, prompting us to question our very definition of a planet. One of the most significant discoveries was Eris, a dwarf planet found in the Kuiper Belt, the same region of our solar system where Pluto resides. Eris, much like Pluto, had a similar size and composition, and it even had its own moon, Dysnomia. The discovery of Eris was like finding a long-lost twin to Pluto, and it sparked a wave of excitement and curiosity among astronomers. Now, if we have two objects, Pluto and Eris, both similar in nature, orbiting in a similar region of space, it begs the question, should they both be classified as planets? This was the conundrum that astronomers found themselves grappling with. It was akin to opening Pandora's box, as it led to a flood of further discoveries of similar objects in the Kuiper Belt, including Haumea, Makemake, and many others. This was a paradigm shift for astronomers. They were no longer dealing with a handful of planets in a relatively empty solar system. Instead, they were looking at a solar system teeming with a multitude of varied objects. It was a cosmic jigsaw puzzle, where each piece added a new layer of complexity and intrigue. The discovery of these objects, each with its unique characteristics, yet sharing so many similarities with Pluto, led to a seismic shift in our understanding of the solar system. It prompted a much-needed debate on the very definition of a planet and forced us to reevaluate our preconceived notions. These discoveries led the International Astronomical Union to reconsider what truly makes a planet. It was a momentous occasion that would forever change the way we perceive our place in the cosmos. The story of Pluto and its kin in the Kuiper Belt is a testament to the ever-evolving nature of scientific knowledge and our relentless pursuit of understanding the mysteries of the universe. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union made a decision that shook the astronomical community. Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet. Let's delve into the specifics of this monumental decision. The IAU, the governing body of astronomical naming conventions, introduced a new definition for what qualifies as a planet. According to their revised criteria, a planet should not only orbit the sun and be spherical in shape, but it should also have cleared its orbit of other debris. Now, Pluto does indeed orbit the sun, and it's also round enough to pass the spherical shape test. But it's the third criterion where Pluto falls short. You see, Pluto resides in the Kuiper Belt, an area of the solar system beyond Neptune's orbit teeming with icy objects. Pluto shares this space with a multitude of other celestial bodies, and therefore, according to the IAU, it hasn't really cleared its orbit. This decision to reclassify Pluto didn't come without its fair share of controversy. The IAU's decision was met with a mix of shock, outrage, and confusion. Many argued that the new criteria were arbitrary and didn't respect the historical significance of Pluto's initial classification as a planet. After all, for 76 years, Pluto had been known as the 9th planet in our solar system. Educators and the public alike grappled with the sudden change. Textbooks needed rewriting, and generations of people who grew up with Pluto as a planet felt a sense of loss. Meanwhile, some scientists applauded the decision, viewing it as a necessary step in the evolution of astronomical classification, reflecting our growing knowledge of the universe. This decision sparked a wave of controversy and debate, which continues to this day. Whether you stand with the IAU or the Pluto loyalists, one thing is clear. The reclassification of Pluto has undeniably reshaped our understanding of the solar system. Pluto's story serves as a reminder that science is not static, but a dynamic field, always subject to change and driven by continuous discovery and exploration. Despite its reclassification, Pluto has remained a beloved object in our solar system and a source of fascination for many. The debate over Pluto's planetary status is as vigorous today as it was when the International Astronomical Union first announced its reclassification in 2006. On one side of the debate, you have those who support the reclassification. They argue that the IAU's decision reflects our evolving understanding of the solar system. The discovery of other celestial bodies with characteristics similar to Pluto, such as Eris, underscores the need for clarity and precision in our classification systems. They contend that the term dwarf planet does not belittle Pluto's significance, but rather provides a more accurate description of its nature. On the other hand, you have those who passionately advocate for Pluto's reinstatement as a planet. They argue that the IAU's decision was arbitrary and failed to consider Pluto's unique features and historical significance. For these individuals, Pluto's demotion feels like a dismissal of its place in our cosmic story. The debate took an interesting turn in 2015 with the New Horizons spacecraft's flyby of Pluto. This mission revealed a world far more complex and geologically active than anyone had anticipated. Pluto's icy plains, towering mountains, and thin atmosphere captivated scientists and the public alike. The stunning images and data gathered by New Horizons reinvigorated discussions about Pluto's classification and prompted some to argue that its dynamic nature warrants recognition as a planet. Yet, despite the impassioned arguments and ongoing discussions, Pluto's status remains a contentious issue. The debate reflects not only our struggle to classify Pluto, but also our broader quest to understand the nature of the universe and our place within it. Whether you believe Pluto is a planet or not, its unique characteristics continue to captivate us all. Regardless of how we choose to classify it, one thing is certain: Pluto will continue to inspire curiosity and wonder as we journey further into the cosmos. So, what does the future hold for Pluto? In the realm of astronomy, the debate over Pluto's status is far from over. Recent years have witnessed a resurgence in the argument for Pluto's reclassification, a testament to the dwarf planet's enduring fascination and the shifting boundaries of our cosmic knowledge. Many advocates for Pluto's reinstatement argue that the definition of a planet needs a fresh look. They propose a more inclusive approach, one that takes into account the body's intrinsic properties rather than its orbital dynamics. According to this perspective, a planet should be defined as a celestial body that is large enough to be rounded by its own gravity, regardless of whether it has cleared its orbit of other debris. This would not only restore Pluto's planetary status, but also expand the family of planets in our solar system to potentially include many other celestial bodies. This proposed revision is not without its critics, however. Those who support the current definition argue that it provides a clear and practical framework for distinguishing between different types of celestial bodies. they caution against broadening the definition too much, which could dilute the category of planet and make it less meaningful. At the heart of this debate, there's more than just semantics. The way we define a planet shapes our understanding of the solar system and our place within it. It influences how we study celestial bodies, how we classify new discoveries, and how we communicate about space to the wider world. In the end, regardless of how we choose to classify it, Pluto remains a fascinating world that continues to reveal new secrets about our universe. Its reclassification has sparked a renewed interest in the study of dwarf planets and the outer regions of our solar system, opening up new frontiers in space exploration. While its classification might be up for debate, Pluto's exploration has undoubtedly expanded our understanding of the cosmos. So what do you think? Is Pluto a planet or not?